Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become.
Okay, so we've had a full day of pretty much motoring. We're able to put up the sails for a little bit this morning and a little bit this afternoon, but I don't think we had more than maybe hour and a half of total sailing time. The rest have just been nothing but motoring, which has not been fun. The sun is setting right now as we speak, and we have about 15 more nautical miles to go to our destination. We're running around 5 knots right now, speed-wise, so it should be there in about 3 hours. This is going to be my first time on the boat at night. So, you know, I don't really feel as uneasy about it as I thought I would. I've got the nav lights on. Not too much activity on the AIS. We're actually crossing in front of the Potomac River where it dumps into the Chesapeake. But we've got about 3 more hours, like I said, to go, and then we'll drop anchor for the night. Winds are expected to pick up around midnight, 1 a.m. out of the west. So I've got a nice little spot for us tucked in, so we should have good protection from the winds. We'll probably raise anchor around 7 a.m. like we did this morning. Get an early start tomorrow. Should have fairly good winds coming out of the north-northwest. We should be able to sail into our final destination, and I've got us probably getting there around 3 p.m. We'll see how that goes. But looking forward to getting down there and getting ready to stage for our passage around Hatteras. But Lincoln did pretty well today, surprisingly. Thought he'd be really bored, didn't really have a lot for him to do. But he did really well, used his imagination a lot today, set up traps for zombies, played in the hammock for a while. We played board games for a bit, but he did really well. I'm proud of him. We've been motoring now for about 2 hours after the sun is set. It is completely dark outside. The moon is not out, it's kind of cloudy, so we are operating strictly off of AIS and radar. Can't really see much out there except for buoys and lighthouses. We've actually passing one right now as we speak. It's kind of a cool experience. I've never been on a boat in the middle of the night. You know, it's a little nerve-wracking at first, just not being able to see what's in front of you, but just trusting that between navigation lights and AIS and radar that you're going to be able to see everything. We're well off the coast, currently in about 60 feet of water, so I'm not worried about hitting anything or running aground. I guess right now my biggest fear is just hitting another boat that's out there that doesn't have lights on. I don't know if that's a rational fear or irrational, but just something to get used to. But we've got about another hour and a half or so until we get to our Anchorage. Lincoln is down there watching a movie right now. He's getting a little tired. He came out just a minute ago and asked me what time is bedtime. Hoping he'll just fall asleep on the couch watching the movie, and I'll put him to bed once I go in. But like I said, got another hour and a half or so. We'll drop anchor and then have another early morning, so we'll head out and get to our final destination down in just north of Norfolk. All right, exciting. So I think I have learned a very valuable lesson. The anchorage that I picked because we had forecasted 10 to 15 knots out of the north-northwest. It's 1:44 a.m. right now. I woke up about midnight. A boat just bouncing around. We've got about 25 knots coming out of the north right now, gusting up to 30. And the problem I made, or the mistake I made, is I got us just a little bit too far off land. And so the swell from the wind is it's giving it time to build up. So we are just bouncing around like crazy out here right now. I can't sleep. It's gonna make for a rough day tomorrow. But I got about maybe 4 hours in me. Got up, checked the anchor, make sure we weren't dragging. Doesn't appear to be. I've been watching it for the past hour and we haven't really moved. So I think we're good anchor-wise. It's just making it tough to sleep. Lincoln's still sleeping though. I think that boy could sleep through a hurricane. I wish I was him right now. Whew. I am tired, that is for sure.
The next morning, we pulled anchor and headed out. The forecast called for 10 to 15 knots of wind out of the north, which would have made for some great sailing. Unfortunately, the forecast was wrong, and as soon as we left the anchorage, the winds picked up to close to 35 to 40 knots. My primary focus was on safety and getting the reefs and the sails as quickly as possible, so I was not able to film during this period. After about an hour, the winds died down to what the forecast called for, and we had a pleasant sail the rest of the day. We passed the time playing board games and swinging in the hammock.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the end of that round.
I won!
Yay, good job.
Lincoln did great, using his imagination to fend off against a possible zombie attack.
What are we doing in here? What do we got right here?
Well, that's my zombie trap. Don't touch it, please.
That's a zombie trap. What is this right here?
Zombie trap.
That's a zombie trap too?
Behind you.
Behind me, there's another one?
Zombie trap.
Oh, it's another zombie trap.
I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the four.
Okay, we made it. We are about 1 nautical mile from the entrance to the marina. I can see the channel markers now coming up, but yeah, I'm ready to be in. It's getting a little chilly, the sun's getting a little low. Katy and Grayson are at the marina waiting on us. I'm just ready to get in and take a shower. It's been 2 days. Couldn't do one yesterday with the heavy winds, and today was just too crazy. Lincoln's down there yelling right now that we're here. He is super excited. He's done really well though. I haven't once heard a complaint from him at all about being bored. He's entertained himself pretty well. But I know he's ready to get back and see Katy and Grayson. He's been missing them.
After getting settled in, Lincoln and I hop in the dinghy to go exploring for the first time since moving on to the sailboat. We beached the dinghy for the first time on a nice secluded beach and went hunting for seashells, sand dollars, and in search of pirate treasure.
I really want to find the sand dollar.
I know, most of what I'm seeing is either rock or oyster shells. Lincoln's found something washed ashore. It looks like a piece of a boat. Maybe a small sailboat. I don't know. Let's go check it out. What'd you find?
Boat.
A boat? What kind of boat?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, that's a sailboat. Hopefully that doesn't ever happen to us. Hopefully no one got hurt.
Let's check it out. Alright.
I think this thing's been here for a little while. I mean, it is buried in sand.
I'm going in it.
You going in?
Yeah.
Alright. That'd be a good crab home.
Hey guys, I found a crab shell, and it's really spiky and it's really cool, and has a lot of spikes, and I don't want to get hurt by this.
After our failed attempt at finding any pirate treasure, we headed back to the boat for dinner. Dad and the captain will arrive tomorrow for our 2-day passage around Cape Hatteras. Katy, Lincoln, and Grayson will head to the hotel as they wait for us to arrive in Beaufort, North Carolina. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.